Hi everyone, this is Tanya the Lady Strange. Welcome to my altar room. Today I will be doing another first impressions video of a new deck that I have been anticipating for months, but was delayed due to printers, the tariff issue, as we're all aware of, and how it's affecting us specifically, here in the U.S. and other parts of the world. Everything affects one thing, one or another. So this is, if you check back about a year ago this time, if you are interested or inclined, you will see that I did a review of this creator's tarot deck, the pocket size travel edition, of course, which I now believe both that and the full size. I can kick myself in the ass for not getting on the multiple opportunities I could potentially have had the larger version, but I am happy to have that small pocket edition of the Sabbath Tarot. So this deck is a gift to me, as a gift from someone important in my life for a Samhain present. But it was a pre-order, so we knew it's probably supposed to be December. Yeah, just got it yesterday. So yes, that goes to show you how what I just aforementioned about delays, etc., the creation process, and extenuating circumstances. But I'm already in love with it, and I'm already seeing in ways on it. So this is the Sabbath Runes Deck, again created by Allan Spiers. It is a deck with nudity in it. So again, if that's not your cup of tea, you feel uncomfortable, whatever the case is, you can turn back now. You can watch something else. There's literally thousands of things to watch on YouTube or spend your time with that may resonate. But this is what resonates with me, my magical practice, my spiritual path working, and my day-to-day life as a woman and my human experiences. I learn, grow, expand, and marry the magic with the mundane, and the mundane with the magic. After all, the mundane is a foundation, the human experience, but I certainly believe in marrying both of those. They're not separate from me. They are of the same trajectory and experience, and go hand in hand and in tandem. So this deck, before this gets too long, okay, so this comes in, this is again a Runes deck, but this is beautiful and lives up to my expectations and what I know that these creators already put so much time, effort, artistic value, magical and occult knowledge, experience, reverence into what they create. So the box, the only complaint I've noticed so far, because I pulled it out, it's a first impression, so yes, I've shuffled the deck to get it familiar and do my real basic interview that I do with all my Oracle Tarot decks. But only thing I've noticed is the box is amazing, don't get me wrong, but the closure's a little pain in the ass to pull open. You gotta be more effort. I can see that being a problem with time. But here is, just like the Sabbath Tarot, here is the actual, they're like emblem or logo, as you can see. Beautiful. The box is amazing. It's got amazing feel and presence, just like the deck does. The same type of, that the actual Sabbath Tarot has, and the box is well made. Listen to that. It's not wood, but it's sturdy like that. If you own the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, the most recent one, and it comes in that wooden box, it has that same feel, but it's just not that, but it's sturdy. It would last, it's going to last a long time, and it's more the type of box I type of like. So yes, so that's already the thing here. You can see the like nice swirls on the back of the box, and inside, look at that. So that's the inside. So then this also comes with, you can see that this is the cards for the creator. These handy little business cards and promotions came in there. I like them. They're nice, even nice quality. And here is this one. So again, their site is, if you are more to the divine masculine, but they work a lot with Hecate and many other beings. If you check out their site, you would see that. But the Sabbath Project also has many things such as music, ritual music, oils, statuary, different decks, and it's just fabulous. If you are on the left-hand path, they are something that I highly recommend with and resonate with. But the quality, again, is amazing. You get what you pay for in this circumstance, and not how the so-called highway robbery that's happening nowadays to all of us in any part of the world we're in. The ever-constant increasing and inflation. But with that being said, this comes also with, and this is all included in the price. I believe the deck is like $60 still, around $60. It's worth it. And it's got the standard number of ruin cards, but the quality is amazing. And you'll see what also I've already intending partly to work with. But here is the pouch. It's a velvety feel pouch with the logo on it. So again, look at that. Many decks don't include that, or you can separately purchase them. But in this case, it comes with it, and it's not one of those little you know, they're like the little things you get for organza bags. There we go. Yeah. So here is the actual deck itself. Now this is amazing. The tactile feeling of this deck alone is gorgeous and lusty and has all the feels. All the feels. So here is I don't know how well you can tell my lighting in here, kind of sheen. It's all embossed on the back of the deck alone. That's just the back of the deck. Now, I've got small hands, so these are about the size of that, but I like big decks, and I cannot lie. I'm more of a big deck gal. That's what works for me, and I love imagery. That's what worked for me in practice. It's more so about the imagery other than the base meaning, but yes, I do marry both. If you watch any of my previous videos or collective readings, you'll see that. Or know that. Look at this. It's got the red edging, just like the Sabbath Tarot. Same thing. So, again, sister decks, or brother decks in this case, since they're very divine masculine. And it is not just the ruin, but they are images. Again, there is nudity in here. Oh, well, YouTube, please. And again, I got a small channel, so, But yeah. So I'm going to go through these. Again, the feel is amazing. It is just great. And the imagery, it is photography and manipulated and adjusted photography, but it's breathtaking. And it's evocative of an honorary of the, I don't know if that's a word, but honorary of the runic and respectful, in my opinion. I'm all about respect and reverence, but also about adaptability and flexibility. One doesn't have to sit there and be so adherence to everything. You can adjust to things and be open-minded and receptive, and things can change perception. So this is what does work for me, though. So again, nudity in this, you can turn back, but here's the cards. You'll see there's a little ruin down there. Okay, I'll show you the guidebook after. I just reminded that I didn't show you the guidebook. Well, I'll show you at the end of this. There's not many cards. So I'm not only going to just use this to learn and incorporate on my path working with ruins and divination for that, but also for, and learning and wisdom, but also for, because of the imagery in this, I'm also going to use it as an oracle with the imagery and how that speaks to me intuitively, and use it in my magical practice and altar work, as I do with many of my decks that stand out. And since I know it'll go so well with the Sabbath and that, you know, tarot, of course, I know this is going to be a staple of my practice. But this does already, the imagery alone speaks to me. Even though I'm not as familiar with the ruins, but the guidebook already that I've delved into is amazing. You'll see that in a few. I actually pulled this one this morning for when I was doing a deck interview. So this is one of the ones I pulled this morning. Of course, I love horses. I always have. They are one of my guides, one of the energies, and they are also significant and part of Hecate and of her guides, groups, and part of her energy. So yes, so that resonated with me. The trees, obviously, if you know anything about the Norse stuff, and their tree of life, I believe. I don't know how to say it. I'm not going to butcher or even do it that injustice, but trees. But I love the earthly energy in this. This has a lot of earthly energy, where the Sabbath Tarot has a lot of fire energy. So those two might kind of balance out the earth and the fire. The practicality, the earth and material with the fire. These two decks may do together. Look at that embossing for the ruin in the bottom corner. The deck I know is going to have a lot of truth to it. The guidebook has a lot of meat in it. Especially if you're learning about ruins. I only know very limited basic knowledge. One can always expand one's knowledge and perception. Never stop learning, growing, obtaining wisdom, or recalibrating, as I say. And we're coming to the end. I mean, look at these. These are very lusty. And are going to be amazing. They're an amazing addition, and I'm grateful for all the amazing tools I have in my practice, that I do have the luxury to have that and these experiences with what resonates with me and what helps me and what heals me and works in my past working as a witch and into the occult world in my left-hand practice, blah, 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 and how I work in my everyday life and how I marry them together. So this is going to work for me in many facets. So there's the deck. Lastly, where did I put her? Oh, jeez. Oh, right in front of me. Usual. Something's right in front of me. Yeah, I don't mind. Here's the guidebook. Hardcover. Inside's black. My favorite color, of course. The pages are nice and sturdy, as you can see. And for being this, it's got a nice little mini guidebook. Not a white little pamphlet thing, which is a pet peeve for me. Besides using my intuition and energy and guidance, and channeling, I do, of course, prefer, and you can pause this if interested, but I do like to use for certain things the guidebook, especially since I'm doing it for myself. I can marry those things in together and see. So, as you can see, you get a actual full color print and photo of the image, which is handy, as the cards are not numbered, and it helps to find it. And of course, you get the ruin, you get the divinatory, and a thing as advisory in magical or spell work practice, and of course, understanding and gnosis, and a little blurb down here. I did find that for some reason it does have some kind of biblical and type of messages in it, but again, eclecticism, intolerance, and working through things helps. And I believe these gentlemen that have created this deck work with and are very expansive in their practice, from what I notice, and their gnosis and what they share. So again, if something like this, if you have the Sabbath Tarot, this I'm certain will resonate with you. If you are a collector, yeah, this will definitely resonate with you. If you're into beautiful, lusty decks, the left-hand path, you're trying to expand or you're into intuition and guidance and divination, this will resonate. So I'm thinking this would be very versatile for anyone. Out of my first impressions, I already give this, I haven't worked with it fully, but my general impressions, I already give it almost, I can't give it a full 10 because I haven't fully used it, but to be honest, and trying not to be biased since I love the Sabbath Tarot so much, I still give it a 9 out of 10 first impressions for only having it one day and just doing a simple interview with it. So that speaks a lot for itself. I have pretty high standards. I like dark decks that are very lusty and evocative, provocative, and invoke different feelings, thoughts, energies, and perception into me, and expand my magical practice and my past working and what I work with, and that walks with me and what I walk with, and that honors my own divinity. So with that being said, thanks for watching this, and if you feel so inclined or get any value from this, please like, or any of my other previous videos, please like, comment, subscribe, as it helps my channel to grow. Also, if you have any questions about the deck, or anything like that, please feel free to, but be respectful. I'm respectful as best as I can be, so be respectful, but constructive feedback and commenting is obviously appreciated. So, with that being said, stay strange.